Hey, welcome back to Element Film Studio. I got a couple days off and decided to come to Kansas, here at the Kansas border with Colorado. We're going to take some back roads and take a couple days, see what kind of photos we can capture here in Kansas. So come along on this journey. So Coolidge was apparently referenced in National Lampoon's Vacation as Cousin Eddie's home, but I just looked it up that it wasn't actually filmed in Coolidge. Cousin Eddie's house is actually filmed in Colorado. Losing some daylight here. Trying to stop in every small town. Let's see what we can find for photos, but nothing much. Working our way to Dodge City. This is definitely interesting town. Middle of nowhere, obviously. And there's like dogs running around. I literally almost ran over some puppies. Horrible. Not really seeing where to stop here. Let's see if we can get some more photos around here. See what we can find. I don't know if you guys can hear this or if it's going to get flagged by YouTube, but this town is literally cranking out 80s music on speakers throughout the city. So weird. Get a shot here. Pretty sure this is my last shot. With this film. Yep, that's the last shot with this roll. We'll change this out. All right, so that does it with this roll. Not too sure where I am right now, but I think in general about 20 minutes outside of Dodge City. So that's good. Last of the Aurora 400. Fuji 400 going in. If I haven't already mentioned, I'm shooting with my Nikon F2. I did bring my Pentax Super program as well. All right, so Nikon F2 is loaded up with the Fuji 400. See if we can get two or more shots here before it gets dark and head into Dodge City. All right, I gotta figure out where the hell we're gonna eat tonight, and more importantly, where I'm gonna get some booze. After all, it is Dodge City, and drinks are in order. Those are a mix of chicken and beef. Queso tacos. Oh, shit, that's juicy. Well, I just realized that these beers are not twist off. So I'm going to try to use, I think, the door to pop this thing off. Success. Not too shabby.
A few moments later.
A bit of a crisis. Tried opening another beer and I broke the bottles and didn't really want to risk it. So I had to borrow a bottle opener from downstairs. Oh well, problem solved.
That was that for the previous roll of chrome. Time for another one of the 36 exposure roll. I got maybe 17 keepers and like 3 portfolio shots possibly.
So really didn't shoot much today. It was kind of drive and get into Kansas as fast as possible. Honestly, didn't feel like stopping, although there were some cool opportunities. Shooting my F2 primarily. Absolutely love this camera. It's sexy as hell. Actually, I should have beer when I'm talking about the sexiness of my camera. I think it's just got the right amount of weight to make it feel analog. It looks analog. It's awesome. Did bring my Pentax Super program as well as kind of a secondary camera. Not sure if I'll load it. I did bring it to shoot night photography with CineStill 800T, but I forgot my cable release and I don't have a tripod. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Loaded up Fuji 400 today. Finished off that roll of Aurora. I've got 2 more rolls of Fuji 400. I've got a roll of Fuji 200. Kind of fallen in love with Fuji. I think mostly because a lot of people don't seem to shoot with Fujifilm, which I actually find appealing because I don't want to do what every other film photographer is doing. So, game plan tomorrow. Need more beer. Game plan tomorrow is wake up relatively early, shoot around Dodge City, see what this town has to offer, and then we will work our way, I think, to Kansas City with a lot of stops along the way, and hopefully burn through maybe even a roll of film tomorrow. We'll see. I guess we'll just do an update in the morning. Cheers. Well, this is pretty wild. It's an overlook of just pure cows. I don't know if you guys can see it at all. Dodge City was kind of a bummer, not really what I expected, but we're gonna hit the road and see what other small towns we can get on the way to Kansas City. Let's check it out. Honestly, not sure if this shot will be any good. White on white. I think we're in Ford, Kansas. Not too sure. Let's keep moving. I'm in another small town. I think it's called Kingman, and they are also playing music on loudspeakers down Main Street. Also 80s. Kind of digging it. Well, I'm now driving around Wichita relatively aimlessly, which is admittedly frustrating because I haven't seen anything really to take an interesting photo or anything like that. And there are not a whole lot of opportunities, and it's midday, because this really isn't working out for me too well. And it is 3:30, so if I'm going to take photos anywhere, I better hurry up. So I'm going to pull over and see what I can come up with here. Okay.
Texas. Finally set loose on the streets of Paris. I found inspiration around just about every corner.
Well, that's a wrap for today. Wasn't the best day for photography. Dodge City certainly wasn't what I had hoped, or I guess thought it was going to be. And then I was a little frustrated today, kind of driving through Wichita without really a concrete game plan. Here in Overland, just outside of Kansas City. So tomorrow, game plan, I guess, is to go into Kansas City maybe early, see if I can get some good photos there, and then kind of work my way back west. Not too sure what part of Kansas I'm going to work my way back, maybe on the interstate, or I might take Highway 24, but we'll decide in the morning. And hopefully tomorrow will be a better day for photos. So I guess that's a wrap for today.
you ever heard the expression either or?
What's that?
You ever heard the expression either or?
Uh-huh.
Either
or.
or not. See the car hood?
Yeah.
See that ball on it?
Yeah.
Why is it there? Shystered.
A what?
Shystered.
Chester?
Shystered.
Shysters.
Shystered.
Oh, okay.
There's a T down there. Go to the left.
Okay.
Truck hinge. Follow the tree line. You'll see boat hinge.
Okay.
There's a beer ball. See there's truck hinge. Flip it out. Come around front.
Okay. Awesome.
Have a good time.
All right.
I did all wood carving, all rock carvings.
Okay.
Try to have fun here.
All right. Just pulled into Truck Hinge, I guess it's called. Kind of outside of Topeka in the forest. And interesting interaction with Ron, I guess was his name. Didn't quite understand him. So now I'm here. It's basically an outdoor art installation, but also some sort of shooting range with artillery. See if I can capture the sound here in a little bit, but pretty wild. Check this out. Pretty cool. Just like tons of art, I guess. I don't know. So, yeah, this is crazy. I don't know if the microphone's picking this up, but automatic weapon fire in the middle of nowhere, some weird place in Kansas. That's the last shot on this roll. All right, change this roll of film. Very interesting place, that is for sure. Interesting place. All right. I'm like not nervous, but nervous. There's nobody around. I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere on this farm. We'll put in, for the time being, we'll put in another roll of Fuji 400. I'm hoping the Fuji film is the right color stock for this. That's quite possibly the largest ball of Christmas lights I've ever seen in my life. Wow. All right, so I'm just leaving Truckenge, and that was, without a doubt, the most interesting experience I've had on this trip, hands down. I mean, we are in the middle of nowhere outside of Topeka, and it's just kind of boonies. I mean, here, check this out. It's just kind of like backroads, Kansas, man. All right. So I'm gonna get some a snack or something and figure out where we're going next. It is almost 3 o'clock, and light is dying down. So gotta come up with a game plan. We'll check in soon. Okay, my last night in the hotel on this trip. Honestly, not bad. I think we are now off the interstate in Hays, Kansas. I think I'm going to take a photo of this bed. So daily recap, not a bad day. Finally found a little bit of a groove in Kansas City today, and in terms of finding some compositions that I like. Last leg of the trip, just a couple more small towns on the way back home to Colorado, and wrap up this Kansas little tour here. So one more day to go, one more night.
A few moments later.
Oh, fuck. I'm not gonna stop. Another one of these white on white shots of not a lot of contrast and pretty bright light with that sun, but the sun is still soft, so let's see what we can do here. That should do it. Pretty cool at one point, apparently. It was a post office. Well, that just about wraps up this trip. We're in the last town, Colby, Kansas, right at the border pretty much with Colorado. Overall, a good trip. Didn't really take too many, I think, portfolio shots or anything noteworthy, but nevertheless, I think the whole experience was a great opportunity to kind of travel the back roads of Kansas and see what the state has to offer. So thank you very much, and until next time, auf Wiedersehen.